sword of skin and sinew came to me in a vision. Everyone must die.
Welcome back to Battle for Arcos, and we could not wait to bring you another matchup in our Dark Uprising campaign. We are officially in Week 3 of the Insurrection, and while order has been somewhat maintained, the hivers across Arcos are disappearing and food supplies are running desperately low. These disappearances and recent gang warfare has brought a new wave of doubt and uncertainty. Hive life in itself is a struggle, but a looming darkness continues to become larger on the horizon. Our story picks up there. As always, feel free to get involved in the comments and let us know how we did, what we missed, and what you would like to see. You can show your support for us with a simple like on this video. Today we will see the top of the table and the bottom of the table collide in a matchup between the fallen angels of House Escher and the corpse grinder cult, Lodge of the Damned. A look at the standings, the fallen angels are 2-0, a reputation of 7 and a wealth of 1110. The Iron Skulls of House Goliath are 1-1 with a whopping 13 out of actions caused. This does include when fighters flee the battlefield at the end of the game. They have the least wealth at 1065. The High Sec Enforcers are 1-1 with a total wealth of 1090, and the Lodge of the Damned is a surprising 0-2, but does have the most wealth at 1180. Let's check in with the Fallen Angels since their last battle against the Iron Skulls. Using Call to Arms, after the battle, a new ganger, Nikita, has joined their ranks. She will equip a last gun, last pistol, and stiletto knife from the stash. Lady Death, an additional ganger, also joins the ranks and will be equipped with a last gun, last pistol, and stiletto knife. 3 fighters are in recovery, Trix, Sleek, and Edge. The champion Lace will be equipped with a recently purchased Nightshade Chem Thrower. For territories, the settlement will not generate any juves, but will provide 10 credits. The Hab level will provide a reputation boost of 6 and generate 60 credits. The Ashgate will generate another 60 credit and no juves. In total, 130 credits of benefit and a reputation bonus of 6. The Fallen Angels depart for today's battle with 7 active fighters, an updated reputation of 13, and an updated wealth of 1190. Over for the Lodge of the Damned, sitting at 0-2, 2 fighters are in recovery and 1 was captured in the previous engagement with the High Sec Enforcers. Smoke grenades were added to Rexar and Ripper. The Lodge will add a cutter, Nazoth, with the Berserker skill. He will be armed with dual Butcher's Cleavers. The Chaos Fane does not generate a free ganger. Credits from the Fane, Reclamation Zone, and Fungal Sprawl are 60 in total. The Fungal Sprawl will add Toxin to a melee weapon of choice for the Hand of Crimson. The Lodge departs for battle with 7 active fighters and an updated wealth of 1250. They will be our attackers today.
My hand. We need more meat for the grinders. Our own men are starving. Starch is required to keep up our strength.
Order has held a grip on the hive for far too long. Ravage the sectors. Throw every man, woman, and child you find into the grinders. Today we plunge the hive into darkness and chaos.
Alright, order will be in ascendancy with good medicine being rolled. That means if a seriously injured fighter is taken to the dock, the fee is d6 times 10 instead of the normal 2d6 times 10. The scenario will be meat harvest, and both the Lodge and the Fallen Angels will start with random forces of d3 plus 2. They both rolled a 1 on the d3, so only 3 fighters will start on the battlefield. The rest will come in as reinforcements. The scenario will have 12 hive dwellers on the battlefield. They are deployed 8 inches from the board edge and do not have a profile, although they can be attacked by some weapons. They are removed if a blast or range weapon hits them on a 5-up, or if a melee attack hits them on a 3-up. The corpse grinders are attempting to harvest the hivers, and they are worth 1 victory point each. The Fallen Angels are obviously trying to stop that, and will have a basic action called Shepherd. That means if a leadership check is successful, any hivers within 8 inches move 2d6 towards that fighter. In the end phase, a hiver may escape for 2 victory points if they are in the defender's deployment zone and within 2 inches of a defender. The battle ends when all hivers have been removed or only 1 gang remains. The winner goes to the side with the most VP. Both gangs are bringing 2 tactics cards to today's battle. Alright, the Corpse Grinders have remembered to infiltrate their initiates. I think I've forgotten that every single game that I've ever played, but they have finally infiltrated up. They are next to some Hivers, so priority roll is going to be really important here. They are going out for turn 1. Corpse Grinders are going to be up first. We are going to see Rexar immediately attack one of these Hivers. We forget to separate the dice between his melee weapon and his pistol, but they both miss, so we do have to roll an ammo check. We're going to roll that ammo check out, and he is going to fail and be out of ammo. The Hiver is going to move D6 inches away from him, which was, I believe, 4 inches. We'll then see Rexar make a move to get behind some cover here, just in case anything decides to come out of this door. Next up, we will flip to Eclipse. She is going to use an action to move up and use her second action to open the door. And then we're going to flip back over to Ripper. He is going to use his first action to attack this Hiver. And with his pistol and melee weapon, he is going to get a hit here and just needing a 3 up to take this Hiver out, and he does. So the Hiver will be removed or harvested. Second action, he's going to move back behind some cover. We're then going to flip over to Nikita, who's going to pass a leadership check using a Shepherd, which is a special action for her. 2d6 towards her. The Hiver will make way, and then she'll use her second action to move. And I believe that Hiver moved 7 inches. Flipping over to Malachi, he's going to open the door and use his second action to move up closer to this Hiver. And we're then going to see Lady Death over for the Fallen Angels. She is going to use her first action to move up, and the second action to pass a leadership test and Shepherd. And a lot of these Hivers are going to move towards her 2d6. We've went ahead and pre-measured that out, and they are making their moves. And due to only having 3 activations on the board for both sides, that brings us to an end of a very quick turn 1. The Corpse Grinder Cult did score 1 victory point for harvesting a Hiver. The Hivers now will make moves. If they are outside of 2 inches of a defender, they will move 2d6 with a scatter dice in a random direction. So we are going to get them moved into new places. There are no reinforcements coming on the board until the end phase of turn 2. So we are going to go straight into that. Corpse Grinders up 1-0. Priority rolls are coming out now. All right, the Fallen Angels are going to be up first. We are going to see Eclipse activate. She is going to use her first action to move, and then she's going to fail a leadership test here. We're going to start showing these on camera. She's a Juve, so she needs an 8 to pass. So that Shepherd will fail. And then we're going to see Ripper. He is going to charge the Hiver here, and he is going to attack with his melee weapons and his auto pistol. And poor Carl looks to be in trouble here. So these dice need 4s to hit. He is going to get a hit with the auto pistol and with his cleaver, and then he just needs a 3 to take this Hiver down. 1 dice rolls off the table, but you only needed 1, so that's going to be 1 more VP going over to the Corpse Grinders. We're then going to see Lady Death make a move here with 1 action, and she is going to use her Shepherd, and she is going to pass a leadership check, and the Hivers are going to fall into a line here coming down the alleyway. Good news for the Fallen Angels. We're then going to see Malachi make a charge move into this Hiver, and with Berserker and his cleavers, he is going to throw a ton of dice. And he's going to get 2 hits here with the Butcher's Cleaver, and then a 3 will take this Hiver out. Corpse Grinders going up with another point. They're 3-0. We are then going to see a Shepherd that will be passed here. This Hiver is going to move up to Nikita, and then we are going to move over to, she's going to move out, and then we're going to see Rexar activate. He is going to reload his auto pistol and then move up the stairs here. And that is going to bring us to the end of turn 2, so the Fallen Angels will be able to get one of these Hivers off the board. That is going to score 2 victory points for them. So the score is now 3-2 for the Corpse Grinders, and things are looking pretty good for the Fallen Angels due to that line of Hivers that's coming down the alleyway. So that is going to be tough. We are going to see some reinforcements enter the battlefield here. We rolled off for that, and the Corpse Grinders are up first, and Nazoth is going to enter the board, and then we are going to see Lace for the Fallen Angels enter right beside him. So ever important priority roll, and it looks like the Fallen Angels are going to be up first. So the reinforcements were randomly pulled, and luckily for the Fallen Angels, it was Lace that comes onto the board. Both players got to pick where they came in, and she is going to throw out her template weapon. It does have gas, so rolling out a dice here, it automatically hits, and then the 3 is going to equal his toughness. So if I'm reading the rules right, you roll out an injury dice. Doesn't matter how many wounds you have, he goes down with a serious injury. That is the cutter going down. Ripper is going to move next with a double move, getting up close to one of the hivers here. And then we're going to flip back over to the Fallen Angels. Lady Death is going to move back, and then she is going to attempt to shepherd. So a leadership test going out, it will pass on this 9. So hivers moving into the Escher deployment zone and ready to get off the board. Next up, we're going to see Malachi. He is going to make a double move and get up close to one of the hivers here. And then we're going to see Eclipse for the Fallen Angels. She is going to make a double move and go up the ladder, taking a better position here. Next up, Rexar is going to activate. He is going to charge, and he only needed a 2. He gets a 3 on this D3, so he's going to make it into contact with the hiver here. He's going to roll out 1 for his auto pistol and 2 for his boning sword, and he will need 4s to hit here. He is going to get a hit that goes through with the boning sword, and that is going to remove that hiver, and he has been harvested. Flip over to Nikita. She is going to aim and fire at Rexar, only needing 2s here. With her last gun, she is going to get a hit. She is going to get a wound on that 4. Armor save is taken, and a 5 is going to be good. So he is actually in good shape, just going down pinned. And then we're going to flip over to N'Zoth. He is going to make a crawl move. That is going to bring us to the end of turn 3. So Escher will get 3 of these hivers off the board. There were 2 victory points each, so a total of 6 points going over to House Escher. They are now going to take the lead 8-4. The corpse grinders do have to roll a bottle test since one of them is down seriously injured. They roll a 1, and there wasn't many starting fighters on the board, so that just makes it a 2, and they are going to be fine. We are going to see Viper enter through for the Fallen Angels on one side of the board, and then we are going to see Skorak enter for the Corpse Grinders, and both players were able to select where those players were coming in, just need to be 6 inches away from each other. So we'll see where Viper comes in, and then we will see where Skorak comes in, and then an ever-important priority roll for turn 4 coming out now. And the Corpse Grinders are going to be up first. So that was a big roll for the Corpse Grinders. We had to take a break in the action, so I polled the Necromunda Worldwide Facebook group and asked them this question. Would you attack Lady Death on the left and protect the victory point, or would you go after Lace on the right and protect N'Zoth? Overwhelmingly, they came back and said to protect the victory points. That is what we went ahead and did in this particular situation. Not sure if that's the right call or not. But Skorak is going to charge into Lady Death. He cannot fail. He's going to get into contact, and he is going to come swinging with a Butcher's Cleaver and a heavy chain cleaver. And that's going to be 4 attacks in total with Berserker. He is going to get 4 hits, all of them going through. And then he's going to get 3 wounds. This is going to cut right through the armor, and 6 injury dice are going to be rolled out. So Lady Death going out of action. And the action is going to continue to heat up. We're going to see a move from Viper. She is then going to take a leadership test in order to shepherd here. And this hiver is going to start making his way towards her. We are then going to flip over to Rexar, who is going to use his first action to stand. And then he's going to use his second action to throw a smoke grenade down at his feet. He will need 4s to hit on this. And dice roll out, it is going to be good, so that is going to go off. The second is a ammo check that is required on this grenade, and that is going to be good as well. So smoke going up for Rexar. He will be unable to be targeted by ranged attacks from these 2. Good strategy there. Flipping back over, we are going to see Lace. She is going to charge into N'Zoth, giving him the coup de grace. So he is going to be taken out of the game. And we are then going to see Malachi charge into this hiver. He is going to get 2 hits here, rolling up, needing a 3 up, and he is going to harvest that hiver. Next up, we will see Nikita make a double move, getting into some cover. And then we are going to see Ripper make a charge against this hiver, Rick Grimes. He is going to roll out with his Butcher's Cleaver and his auto pistol. He is going to get a hit, needing a 3-up to take this guy out, which he does. So that is going to bring the score up to 8-6. And then we're going to see a double move by Eclipse, and that is going to bring us to the end of the round. The Corpse Grinder, Lodge of the Damned have brought the score back to 8-6. There are 2 Hivers left on the board. Both gangs are going to fail bottle tests, so both the Fallen Angels and the Lodge do bottle. We are going to see Razor that will be brought onto the field for the Fallen Angels, and we will see the Hand of Crimson coming on for the Lodge of the Damned. The Fallen Angels will place their reinforcements first, but then at the start of next turn, we will be testing to see if these guys stick around. So this is where Razor's coming in. The Hand of Crimson deployed afterwards comes in on a board edge 6 inches away from her. And these priority rolls have been so important. It does look like the Corpse Grinder cult is going to win priority again. Test or taken, Skorak. This is going to be really important for him on this cool check, and he fails, and he's out of range of the Hand of Crimson, so he is going to flee the battlefield. Ripper will also flee on the other side. The Hand of Crimson is good, and he passes that over to Malachi. Now over for the Fallen Angels, Viper will pass a cool check, which will pass to Lace and Razor. However, Nikita and Eclipse both fail, and they will flee the battlefield as well. And in the opening move of turn 5, the Hand of Crimson is going to make a charge into Razor that he cannot fail. He is going to get 4 attacks, and he is going to hit with all of these, just needing 2. Only 1 is going to fail to wound. No armor saves will be coming out here. That's going to be 4 injury dice rolled out, and she is going to get coup de grace. We are going to see a tactical consolidation here by the Hand of Crimson, and it's going to be very important because Viper is going to activate next, and she cannot move past this Hiver to get into base-to-base contact with the Hand of Crimson. Therefore, she's going to fire with her needle pistol needing 2s, and she actually fails. Rolled a scatter dice by accident, so that's the ammo check, which is required. That is going to be good. Totally forgot I had the lucky card here. Hopefully that does not come back to haunt me, but she does miss, uses her second action to move. We will then see Malachi make a double move going towards the Hiver here. And then we are going to flip back over to Lace, who is going to make a move here, and she is going to fire with her Chemshade Night Thrower. The small part of the template is going to miss Lace, but it is going to hit the Hiver as well as the Hand of Crimson, and we have seen what this thing can do against multi-wound targets. So first up, we are going to roll for the Hiver, and on a 5-up, he is going to be dead. He does go down. That does not count as a harvest, which is a tactical move here by Escher. A toughness check on the Hand of Crimson fails, so he is just fine. We will then see Rexar make a double move, and that is going to bring us to the end of the turn. And Escher is still up 8-6. There's only 1 point left on the board. We will see Bella arrive out of reinforcements, and we will also see Rib Splitter arrive. Priority rolls going out. The Corpse Grinders win a very important roll for turn 6 to go first. We will see Malachi make a charge into the Hiver here, and he's going to attack with 4 dice with Berserker. He is going to get all hits, just needing 3s, and then a 3-up to take him out. So he is gone, and that is going to wrap this game up. Do note that once Bella arrived and Rib Splitter, they actually failed their cool checks, and they were out of range of the leaders, so they fled as soon as they came onto the battlefield. But what a game. We are all wrapped up here. It looks like it is going to be a win for the Fallen Angels of House Escher, 8-7. And that last play with Lace using that Chemshade Night Thrower and taking out that Hiver on a 5-up, that was the point that completely put the Corpse Grinders out of reach. But what a game between these two. This was, I thought, going to come down to a draw or a dice off at the end to see who was going to be the winner. And the post-game coming right up. And welcome to the post-game, where the Fallen Angels squeaked out another close victory against the Lodge of the Damned. House Escher will climb to 3-0, while the Corpse Grinders will fall to 0-3. In looking at the match, I think the Fallen Angels benefited by having those 3 Hivers clump up in the early game. The bulk of their points came from that. The Lodge maybe should not have infiltrated both initiates to the same side, but the initial plan was to kill them both and open the door leading to the other side quickly. As you saw, that door never opened, and one of the Hivers actually slipped away from them right at the start. Maybe a charge should have been done, but the fighters did not want to leave themselves too exposed in case Escher pushed forward. There were some unlucky rolls, and House Escher did forget to use their Lucky Shot Tactics card, but the Lodge also had cards that they really didn't find a situation to use. Wrapping up the game, the Lodge of the Damned will receive D3 times 10 credits for every Hive Dweller harvested, a total of 150 credits. The Fallen Angels will receive D6 times 10 for each Hiver rescued, so that will be 120 credits. Each fighter will earn 1 XP for their participation. Lace will gain 1 extra for her out of action against N'Zoth. Viper will earn 4 XP for Hard as Nails. The Hand of Crimson will gain an extra XP for taking out Razor, and Skorak will get 1 XP for taking out Lady Death. The Fallen Angels will gain a net +3 rep due to no gods or masters, while the Lodge will lose 1 rep. On the injury front, N'Zoth was taken down early by Lace. A 64 was rolled, so N'Zoth is in critical condition. A visit to the doc with good medicine will attempt to fix him up. At a cost of 50 credits, he is stabilized, but does suffer a hand injury. He will go into recovery and have his weapon skill decreased by 1. The Fallen Angels had Lady Death and Razor exit the fight. Lady Death experienced a grievous injury, sending her into recovery. Razor rolled an 11, which is lesson learned. She goes into recovery, but gains D3 XP. That resulted in +1, so a total of 2 XP for her this fight. The woman of the match will go to Lace for her use of the Kimshade Knight Thrower. She took down an enemy fighter and stopped the Lodge from gaining a certain victory point that would have potentially tied the game. We hope you have enjoyed this Necromunda campaign battle report. We have had a ton of fun bringing these games to life. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and we will see you next time when the Iron Skulls of House Goliath take on the Enforcers of High Sec. Thanks for watching.